Buyers and sellers, you need to pay attention. There is a lot going on in the real estate market, specifically here in the Boston market. Brian here with Lawmakers Realty, and there are two things that I want to talk about today. The first being the piece of legislation that is currently in our state legislature that talks about inspections being not necessarily mandatory, but having an inspection contingency illegal. And then the other thing that we need to talk about is the fact that Boston, the market itself, the greater Boston real estate market, is on fire. So let's first talk about inspections. In the House of Representatives, I believe there is a bill currently, I don't know if it's still in committee or if it's actually something that is in process and is going to be voted on soon, but it is a piece of legislation that says that inspections are going to be available for every buyer moving forward with an accepted offer within 10 days of that accepted offer. So what that means is one of the ways that buyers are able to set their offers apart from other offers is by waiving their inspection contingency, and moving forward, if this piece of legislation passes, that will no longer be the case. So every seller has to make it available to be inspected within that 10-day period. Now, that being said, you do not need to have the home inspected, but certainly the number of people that are going to have the home inspected is going to be significantly higher than what it is today. So on the surface, that sounds like a good thing, and in theory it is, but for buyers, it actually isn't, and let me explain why. First, it doesn't actually address the real issue here, which is the fact that there is no requirement for seller disclosure here in the state of Massachusetts. So in many other states, if you are selling a piece of property, or if you're selling a home or property, you do have to provide some type of disclosure with some very specific questions about the condition of that property. Here in Massachusetts, it is called caveat emptor, and that is Latin for buyer beware. So you have to do all of your own due diligence, and there is virtually nothing that a seller needs to disclose. It's literally just a few things, like the presence of any known lead paint, the presence of an underground storage tank, and a septic system that's got to pass a Title V inspection, if that's pertinent to you. Getting rid of this and allowing buyers to do the inspection, of course, is a step in the right direction, and I'll leave a link to a video over here for a video that I did like well over a year ago that talked about the importance of having a property inspected. But for this case, I think it's, again, a good thing, but unfortunately, you still don't have the seller disclosure requirement, which is kind of the cart before the horse. So that is the first thing. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about that. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about deals with the greater Boston market in general. If you are a buyer out there and you are struggling to get something under agreement or under contract, you are not alone. This happened, I think, in September of last year, if I remember correctly, where Boston was the hottest market in the country, and we are right back there. And part of the reason for that has to do with the fact that we just don't have that much inventory, and we're not building many new homes. So as a result, you have this huge shortage of housing in a market that is growing. Like, a lot of people are moving here. I think what happened during the pandemic is a lot of people moved away and outside of Massachusetts and just New England in general. And what's happening, and I'm seeing this firsthand because, again, I deal with a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers, is a lot of those people are coming back. They tried out Georgia, they tried out Austin, Texas, and they're like, I don't think that's the right place for me. I really prefer living here in the Northeast as opposed to some of those other communities down south or out in the Southwest or even out west in California. And so you have a lot of those people moving back, and a lot of people are missing their families too. They thought it would be easy just to get on a plane, and with airfare prices where they are, it's just it's a very expensive endeavor to move somewhere else and then expect to be able to fly back and see your relatives or family or friends or whoever. In addition to that, you have a lot of other businesses that are canceling their work from home policies. So you have a lot more people moving, a lot of people being required to come back into the office. And Boston is, of course, a huge hub for businesses. So don't feel bad. Is it going to get better anytime soon? No, not really. We just are, with rates, mortgage interest rates where they are, you're still going to continue to have this really low supply of inventory. And unfortunately, we're going to be dealing with this for probably 2024 at a minimum, and maybe 2025 as well, unless something changes and the rates drop dramatically, like down into the mid fives, say, or low fives. That would really unlock the market. But when they're up, when rates are in the sevens, which is where they are right now, and they're not looking, I don't think they're going to be going down anytime soon. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Hope this was helpful. Let me know down in the comments if I missed anything or if you're seeing something else in the marketplace. If you do enjoy content like this, I just kindly ask that you hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.